Today is a cold and gray day, so I thought it was a perfect day to have a roast and vegetables for supper. Hi, I'm Lori, and this is the Simple Living channel. If this is your first time here, welcome, and if you're returning, welcome back. Follow me today as I throw together a roast in a crock pot, and then I can enjoy the rest of the afternoon while it's cooking. The ingredients that I'm going to use today, I've got a sirloin tip roast, I've got some olive oil, and I've got some beef broth and also some beef bouillon cubes. I've got my old crock pot, Old Faithful, and then I've got some chopped onions, a garlic that's been chopped up, some minced garlic, and I have some potatoes and carrots chopped up. First, I'm going to sear the meat in a hot cast iron frying pan. I've put in about a tablespoon of olive oil and I'm just letting that heat up. And you can see the smoke starting to rise off of it. So I'm just going to put it in here and I'm going to let it sear real quick. All right, and I'm going to do the other side. And I'll just turn it over a couple times until it gets brown on each side. And that's just going to help the flavor to stay in. I'm going to give it a few pokes also to help tenderize it a wee bit. And now what I'm doing is I'm just browning the onions, the garlic, and the ginger, just a little bit in the frying pan that I seared the roast in. You can see they're getting a little bit brownish from the pan. They don't have to cook very long, just a minute or so. Okay, and then I'm going to add that to the crock pot. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a cup of the beef broth and I'm going to pour it into the frying pan. Because what I want to do is I want to capture some of the good flavor that's been browned into the frying pan. You don't want to waste that. So I'm just going to stir it around. And if you don't want to use beef broth, you can use water, but I find beef broth just gives it a nicer flavor. All right, so I'm just getting the sticky part off the bottom of the pan where it's browned, just to get that flavor. And then I'm going to take that and put that into the crock pot. What I've done is put the onions, garlic, and ginger that I fried up and the roast into the pot, and I've added another cup of the beef broth. I think that's probably enough. I've turned it on high and I'm going to let it cook for probably 2.5 hours before I actually add in the vegetables. So we'll let it get a good start at high temperature. The roast has been cooking for about 6 hours. I put the potatoes and carrots in about 2.5 hours after it had been on, and everything is done. It looks great. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove the roast and I'm going to remove the vegetables, and then I'm going to add in some thickening. I've taken about 3 big tablespoons of cornstarch and mixed it up with water, and I'm just going to add it in a little bit at a time into the liquid and let it get hot again and thicken up, and then I'll be ready to cut everything and serve it up. And there we have it. Delicious roast beef with potatoes and carrots, topped with gravy. Can't wait to eat it. Honey, dinner's ready.